Maya-maya pa, ang mga housemates pinatawag ni Kuya para sa isang anunsyo.
Housemates,
Oo, kuya.
ako ay humantong sa isang mabigat na desisyon. Kayo ay hinahatulan ko ng forced eviction.
Anong gagawin mo if na-force evict ka? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome to PBB. Pwede bang baguhin? Ang alin? Well, you're about to find out. And for today's podcast, we will talk about the climate change. Specifically, its effects on habitat fragmentation and climate change as driving force of fauna migration under climate stress. But before we start, what is climate change for you guys?
For me, climate change is something we cannot turn off. But kidding aside, climate change is right here, right now. We are already experiencing the effects of it.
Sa akin naman, I think the climate change is the cruelest landlord. Or, may tutulad ko rin siya kay Kuya sa PBB if nag-force evict siya.
Tama naman. I'll get back to you on that, guys. But before we start, let's go deeper and start with the basics muna, ha? When we say climate change, ano nga ba talaga yan? Is it just about init ng panahon or is it something bigger than that? Because honestly, minsan iniisip lang natin na normal lang yung biglang init, sobrang lakas ng ulan, or sunod-sunod na bagyo. But in reality, these are already a big signs of a bigger environment shifts happening in globally and especially here in the Philippines, which is considered one of the most climate vulnerable countries in the world.
Yes, nanonormalize na nga talaga natin yung sobrang init. Ngayon pa nga lang, Diyos ko. And eto pa, according to Climate Change Commissions of the Philippines, climate change refers to long-term changes in temperature, rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events that disrupt ecosystems and biodiversity.
So, ibig sabihin, it is not just about the weather. It's about how the entire environment is shifting and how living organisms are already affected and subjected to the consequences. And the scariest part, it is already happening. And as Elanie said, hindi siya biglang mato-turn off. Let's go back on what you have said earlier, Thea.
Oo nga, I am also curious too on how you phrase climate change. Kasi di ba kanina, you said that climate change is the cruelest landlord.
Yes, and sabi mo pa na para siyang si Kuya ng PBB.
Oh, kasi, eto na lang yung isipin or imagine din natin to guys ha. Imagine this ha, bigla kang pinaalis sa bahay mo without any warnings at all. Or force evict ka nga sa bahay ni Kuya. That's what also happens to animals in the Philippines because of what climate change or human activities that corresponds to climate change. Nasisira yung mga tahanan nila Sabi pa nga ng Department of Environment and Natural Resource, species are already disappearing due to habitat destruction, resource exploitation, and climate change at an alarming rate. Kapag sira na ang forest, wetlands, or coral reefs, animals lose access to all kinds of resource and nawawalan sila ng bahay. Nafo-force evict sila. So, they are forced to migrate or relocate to survive.
So, parang wala talaga silang choice kundi lumipat.
Kumbaga, it's not migration by choice, but it's migration for survival.
Ano namang mangyayari if lilipat sila?
Ito pa nga, that's where the problem gets so much bigger. When animals move, they don't find empty habitats. They enter spaces where other species already lives. They are intruders. Epal sila. And as intruders, they are not welcome to a species territory. This interaction often leads to competition amongst the animals. Nag-aaway-aaway sila. When species move due to climate change, they compete for food and shelter.
So, nagsisiksikan lang sila sa iisang lugar.
Yes, and ito pa yung isa pa nating imagine, guys. If dati sapat ang food and shelter for 10 animals, tapos bigla sila naging 20 animals sa area na yon, magkakaroon sila ng competition. You can also see these facts in studies. It shows that when habitats shrink, it disrupts the ecological balance in the Philippines.
So, pwede ba kayo magbigay ng examples dito sa Pilipinas?
Unang-una, sa Bohol, yung pinaka-famous sa Bohol doon.
Tarsier.
Oh, yung Philippine tarsier. As forests are destroyed or fragmented, They move to smaller forest patches and compete with other animals for insects and shelters.
Kawawa naman yung mga animals. So, yung mga migratory birds din, di ba? Yung napipilitan silang magsiksikan sa ilang natitirang wetlands,
Oo.
leading to competition for nesting space.
Correct. Tapos ito pa, wag natin ding iwanan yung mga marine species, yung mga coral reefs na nasisira due to ocean warming. E di nag-move sila sa healthier reefs. Tapos, meron ng mga existing fish populations dun eh. Tsaka ito pa, according to DNR Biodiversity Management Bureau, habitat fragmentation reduces connectivity, making it harder for species to move freely.
Pero don't worry, there are also solutions
Kaya, na-overwhelm kasi
Oo nga.
yung sinasabi ni Thea, nade-depress ako eh.
Masyadong nakakalungkot yung mga pinagsasabi ko eh.
Yeah, so if we really want to address this issue, hindi lang pwede yung surface level lang, di ba? So we need to tackle both the effects and the root cause of climate change. First, we need to focus on protecting and restoring natural habitats. Kasi yung animals, if they have still stable environment, hindi sila mapipilitang mag-migrate. This includes reforestation, protecting mangroves, and yung restoring coral reefs. So basically, kapag mas malawak at mas healthy yung habitat, less competition ang mangyayari, leading to
Hindi sila magsisiksikan.
Oh, yes, di ba?
Hindi sila
Sorry.
magsisiksikan.
Second, we need to establish biodiversity corridors.
Oo.
Yung biodiversity corridors, ito yung connected areas between habitats that allows animals to move safely. Instead na matrap sila dun sa maliit na space, they can spread out and find resources more easily. Mababawasan nito yung overcrowding and competition. Third is yung we need to address the root cause, climate change itself. Kasi kahit anong protect natin sa habitats, if tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung climate change, masisira pa rin sila, di ba?
Oo.
And lastly, we need stronger environmental policies and enforcement. Kasi kahit may laws na, if hindi naman na ipapatupad ito maayos, useless din. Protecting wildlife and ecosystem should be a priority, especially in a country like the Philippines. Ito, na sobrang rich in biodiversity, pero sobrang vulnerable din naman.
Grabe, ang dami nyo palang alam about sa
Yes.
environment, no?
Small things. Small things na sa akin yan.
So now, let us ask you this question once again. Anong gagawin mo if na-force evict ka? For animals in the Philippines, this isn't just a question. It's the reality. Thank you. Thank you and salamat for watching our podcast. Again, this is BBB. Pwede bang baguhin? Ang alin? Our actions, our choices. Because what affects the ecosystem eventually affects us too.